CIA secrets revealed: how artificial intelligence is redefining global espionage. Imagine having access to the inner workings of the most powerful intelligence agency on the planet. Andrew Bustamante, a former CIA agent, opens the doors to a world where every decision can alter the fate of entire nations. For years, he lived in the shadows, analyzing invisible threats and uncovering global conspiracies using only strategic reasoning and human intuition. But something has changed drastically. Artificial intelligence has invaded the field of espionage, completely transforming the rules of the game. Today, algorithms cross-reference trillions of data points in seconds, identifying patterns that would take traditional analysts decades to discover. The unsettling question remains: to what extent can technology replace the human mind without compromising our security? Every morning, the President of the United States receives a document that could change the world. The Presidential Intelligence Briefing compiles the planet's most critical threats, synthesized into a few crucial pages. Bustamante reveals how AI has revolutionized this process. Automated systems scour social media, intercepts, satellites, and diplomatic reports in real time, filtering out informational noise and highlighting only the essentials. Crisis scenarios are simulated by machines that predict reactions from foreign leaders with frightening accuracy. However, there is a dangerous limit. AI identifies patterns, but it doesn't understand intentions, cultures, or psychological nuances. Therefore, the human touch remains the last line between a brilliant decision and a diplomatic catastrophe. The war in Ukraine has exposed a new era of invisible conflicts. While tanks advance and missiles explode, a parallel battle takes place in the digital world. Disinformation, automated propaganda, and deepfakes flood social media, manipulating perceptions and breaking collective morale. AI tracks millions of posts per second, identifying coordinated bot campaigns and predicting cyber attacks before they happen. Bustamante warns that this same technology is in the hands of adversaries. Hostile governments generate false content so convincing that even experts have difficulty distinguishing reality from fiction. Hybrid warfare is no longer fought solely with weapons, but with algorithms that hijack the truth. CIA, FSB, Mossad, three letters that make governments tremble. Each agency has distinct philosophies. The CIA prioritizes infiltration and remote analysis. The Russian FSB relies on coercion and aggressive operations. The Israeli Mossad is a master of surgical actions and precise eliminations. But they all share a new obsession: mastering artificial intelligence before the enemy does. Countries with superior algorithms can predict terrorist threats, anticipate coups d'état, and neutralize conspiracies before they germinate. However, this power brings gigantic ethical dilemmas. How much control is acceptable? Who supervises machines that decide who is guilty without human judgment? The arms race is now fought in lines of code. David Petraeus embodies the fusion of military leadership and technological intelligence. A decorated general and former CIA director, he used industrial-scale data analysis to reshape strategies in Iraq and Afghanistan. Bustamante compares modern AI to a perfect analytical officer. It processes information tirelessly, cross-references infinite variables, and delivers answers in microseconds. But there is a critical flaw. It feels no empathy, understands no sacrifice or honor. Leaders like Petraeus know that war is made of unpredictable chaos, where courage and improvisation surpass any simulation. The machine suggests, the human decides, and in that difference lives are saved or lost. Perfect disguises used to require months of preparation, forged documents, and intense training. Today, AI creates complete digital identities in minutes, Faces generated by neural networks, voices cloned with phonetic perfection, false histories planted in public databases. Secret agents now operate with virtual personas so convincing that they pass facial recognition and biometric verification without leaving a trace. Bustamante celebrates the efficiency, but fears the reverse. Criminals, terrorists, and enemy spies also master this technology. Anyone can become invisible or impersonate someone else. Trust, the foundation of society, is being eroded by pixels and algorithms. Human nature is espionage's oldest battleground. Fear, ambition, vanity, loyalty, predictable emotions that agents have exploited for centuries. Bustamante explains how AI now catalogs facial micro-expressions, voice patterns, and body language to predict behavior before a person is even aware of their own intentions. Psychological analysis systems map emotional vulnerabilities with surgical precision, identifying who can be recruited, manipulated, or threatened. Despite this, human instinct, that visceral sense of danger or opportunity, still surpasses any algorithm in the field. Machines calculate probabilities, humans feel the truth. Recruiting a CIA agent is like finding a needle in a global haystack. The selection process assesses intelligence, ethics, psychological resilience, and the ability to lie under torture. Today, AI filters millions of candidates, analyzing academic records, online behavior, decision-making patterns, and even cultural preferences. Algorithms identify ideal profiles even before they know they would be good spies. However, Bustamante is emphatic. Loyalty, moral courage, and genuine empathy will never be replicated by binary code. The CIA is not looking for human machines, it is looking for extraordinary humans who use extraordinary machines. Secrecy is the most valuable currency of intelligence and the most fragile. Every digitally stored byte can be intercepted, hacked, or leaked. AI reinforces defenses with adaptive encryption that changes on its own when it detects intrusions. But it also creates unprecedented vulnerabilities. The more we depend on digital systems, the more exposed sensitive information becomes. Bustamante describes the modern paradox. Governments use AI to protect secrets, while adversaries use the same technology to steal them. The result is an invisible war, fought on underground servers where billions of attacks and defenses happen every second without anyone noticing. Cybersecurity is no longer just protection, it's become a permanent battlefield. State hackers, criminal groups, and even talented teenagers exploit digital vulnerabilities to steal data, destabilize infrastructure, and blackmail governments. AI detects intrusions in real time, neutralizes malware before execution, and identifies attackers through unique behavioral signatures. But the enemy also evolves. AI-generated attacks adapt dynamically, mutating code with each blocking attempt. It's an endless race where defense and attack improve simultaneously, pushing both sides to levels of sophistication that surpass any science fiction. Sex and espionage have always gone hand in hand, now with a digital whirlwind. Sex espionage exploited emotional vulnerabilities through physical seduction. Today, AI-powered chatbots create virtual relationships so convincing that victims share critical secrets without realizing they are talking to algorithms. Fake profiles on social networks, dating apps, and even virtual assistants can be sophisticated emotional traps. Bustamante warns that the psychological power of these tools surpasses human agents. Machines never tire, never feel guilt, and can manipulate hundreds of targets simultaneously. The human heart, our most vulnerable point, has become a computational target. Private corporations now know more about you than any government. Private intelligence replicates CIA methods using AI for behavioral analysis, consumer forecasting, and market manipulation. Companies hire former agents to spy on competitors, anticipate trends, and influence political decisions without leaving fingerprints. Bustamante sees this as an outsourcing of espionage. While governments face legal limitations, corporations operate in grey areas, collecting data without democratic oversight. The result is a parallel, invisible and unaccountable power that shapes entire societies through proprietary algorithms. Daddy Edward Snowden opened Pandora's box of mass surveillance. He revealed that the NSA intercepts billions of communications daily, storing everything in data centers the size of cities. AI exponentially enhances this power, correlating calls, messages, locations, and purchases to create predictive profiles of any citizen. Bustamante argues that without clear ethical limits and rigorous human oversight, this system becomes more dangerous than any nuclear weapon because it destroys privacy, freedom, and social trust. Technology is not the villain. Its use without moral conscience is. Conspiracy theories spread faster than the truth. Social media recommendation algorithms amplify emotional content, creating information bubbles where lies go viral while facts fade into oblivion. AI fuels this chaos by generating personalized false narratives tailored to exploit individual cognitive biases. Bustamante points out that the solution is no longer technology, but education. Critical thinking, digital literacy, and healthy skepticism are the only defenses against algorithmic manipulation. The war for truth will be won in minds, not on servers. UFOs have always fascinated humanity, and the CIA has always investigated them. Bustamante reveals that most sightings are natural phenomena, experimental drones or sensor errors. AI helps separate real anomalies from false positives by analyzing data from radars, satellites, and eyewitness accounts with scientific precision. Much of the mystery disappears when machines eliminate human biases. But he ends with a provocative reflection. Observation tricks, emotional control, and photographic memory, classic spy skills, are now replicated by behavioral surveillance systems. However, improvisation and intuition remain exclusively human. Therefore, his final advice for young people is crystal clear: master technology, but never surrender your moral conscience to it. AI should amplify human talents, never replace the ethics that define us as thinking beings. The future belongs to those who know how to balance computational power with human wisdom. Because intelligence without purpose is just data. Purpose without intelligence is just intention. And history is made by those who combine both. The future has already begun, and you need to choose your side. We are living in the most fascinating and dangerous era in human history. The line between reality and science fiction has not only blurred, it has been completely destroyed by algorithms that think faster than us, predict our behavior before we are even aware of it, and shape entire societies without our realizing it. Andrew Bustamante has shown us that modern espionage no longer happens in dark alleys with suitcases full of money. It occurs on underground servers, where trillions of data points about your life are analyzed, categorized, and used by governments, corporations, and even criminals you will never see. Artificial intelligence has transformed every smartphone into a surveillance device, every social network into a psychological battleground, and every click into a clue about who you are and what you will do next. But here's the truth no one wants to admit. This technological revolution is neither inherently good nor bad. It's a mirror reflecting our choices. The same AI that saves lives by detecting terrorism can also destroy democracies through automated disinformation. The same algorithms that protect national secrets can steal your privacy without leaving a trace. The same power that makes world leaders more informed can make them dangerously dependent on machines incapable of feeling empathy or understanding human nuances. And you are at the center of it all, whether you like it or not. The question is not if technology will dominate our lives, but how we will use it without losing our humanity. Bustamante made it clear that intelligence without purpose is merely data processing. Purpose without intelligence is merely good intention. True power belongs to those who combine moral awareness with technical ability, individuals who understand both algorithms and ethics, who master digital tools without becoming slaves to them, who question narratives instead of blindly accepting what personalized feeds deliver. If you've made it this far, you've already proven that you're different from the majority. While billions of people consume superficial content and are manipulated by information bubbles, you've sought in-depth knowledge about how the world really works. You've discovered that espionage, geopolitics, cybersecurity, and artificial intelligence are not distant subjects. They affect every aspect of your life, from elections that define your future to products you buy influenced by algorithms that know your desires better than you do. Subscribe to this channel now and activate the notification bell, because what you just read is only the tip of the iceberg. In future content, we will delve even deeper into the secrets governments hide, the technologies being developed in silence, and the strategies that separate ordinary people from the strategic minds shaping the future. You will learn to think like an intelligence agent, to detect manipulation before becoming a victim of it, and to use the same tools spies use to protect their privacy and make superior decisions. The knowledge you seek isn't in traditional schools. It's right here, waiting for those who have the courage to question, learn, and evolve. Join us and prepare to expand your mind beyond any limits you ever imagined possible. The future belongs to those who know, and you've just taken the first step.